Specifically, this period is one that both members of the Intercessory Prayer Ministry and locals around Ekenwa, Ugbeyoku houses of Benin City look up to, which give them the opportunity to witness influx of dignitaries from all walks of life who normally grace the epoch-making event. As expected, the special prayer session for the 88th birthday celebration of the Lion of Okada and Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru was amazing, as clergymen from various denominations joined the host, Evangelist Margaret Agbonifo, for the event. In her sermon, the Vision Bearer Family Intercessory Ministry and Chairman, Edo State Branch of Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Margaret Agbonifo, said, "The exploits of the Esama of Benin to humanity are unprecedented." She says the universally acceptability of the Esama of Benin has made him a red gem and one favored by God. The Edo State PFN chairman, while congratulating the Esama of Benin on his 88th year birthday anniversary, expressed joy that his generosity has not only spread across the globe, the most benefiting has been the needy and the less privileged.
Why I decided to be celebrating you every year is because of the way and manner you honor God. You are one man I can boastfully testify of by the blessing of God.
A retinue of the clergy took part in the special prayer session organized for the celebrant and the honorary Romanian consul to Edo and Delta States of Nigeria, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru, on the occasion of his 88th birthday celebration.
I declare, not only end your life, not only end your children's life, this will not be your last celebration.
The Esama of Benin and the celebrant, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru, was elated with the songs and dance by the choir. In his magnanimity and appreciation, the Esama of Benin rewarded the choir with mouth-watering gifts, which sent the congregation into jubilation. A former chairman and commissioner and one of the sons of the Esama of Benin, Charles Igbinedion, thanked everyone on behalf of the Igbinedion dynasty for always identifying with them.
We pray those ones that have come to celebrate the Esama of Benin. I pray that your might God will bless them. Amen. Protect them. Amen. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. The event thereafter shifted to the palatial garden of Eden, residents of the Esama, for a grand reception.
Mr. Betty, go back a bit.
From the moment the celebrant, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru arrived at the Family Intercessory Ministries, there was no dull moment as church workers, a retinue of clergy, several dignitaries, invited guests and host pastor Margaret Agbonifo displayed affection for him. The church auditorium, beautifully decorated for the unique service, was agog with festivities in honor of a lover of God, a philanthropist and Esama of Benin, His Excellency Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru. Church ushers with unique attires were dutiful as they ensured proper sitting arrangements for worshippers and guests in large numbers. Security personnel comprising the DSS, Police, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and officials of the Edo State Traffic Management Agency ensured law and order. The ceremony witnessed special moments, special songs, rendition, and exciting fireworks. The founder, Family Intercessory Ministry and Chairman, PFN Edo State, Pastor Margaret Agbonifo, in an interview said the church looks forward every year to celebrate a man that has given his all to the development of the church, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru.
Every year, Family Intercessory Ministry have decided to be celebrating Esama in this manner because of his type of uniqueness. He's one man that loves God. Esama loved God. His love for God, like I said when I was preaching, is what attracted me to him. His respect for God, his reverence for God. He's a man that fears God. So people that honor God deserve to be honored.
Some guests who include retired Justice Uwaifo, Managing Director, Uyi Technical Conglomerate, Sir Uyi Oloton, the immediate past member who represented Ovia Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, Barrister Omosede Igbinedion, said the Esama of Benin is worth celebrating because of his accomplishments in all spheres of human endeavor.
For more than 6 decades, we've been friends. We worked first in the BDC in those days. The way he has advanced in life, one cannot describe it. You cannot really put something on it. How did it happen? It all depends on God. I've also told him that he's a special human being.
Esama at 88 is a thing that we need to witness. 88 is not just a year. It's 88 is a year to reckon with.
He's awesome. And this was a great way to kickstart the birthday in the house of God. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the celebrations coming up ahead.
We just thank God. And it is the beginning. Good health, wealth, peace that passeth all human understanding. My family and I wish him.
Esama is a human being that no one can really, understand. You can see God's hand, you can see God's gift, you can see the abundance of God's wisdom and knowledge in him.
Esama is an enigma. Esama is the definition of royalty.
We are celebrating an extraordinary icon. This year, he has proven that he's a spinal cord. He has kept many people together. He has been one person who has been there. He's a living legend.
The celebrant, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru, appreciated guests for attending a special service in his honor.
Awesome. Beginning and the end. Wonderful.
The intercessory service in honor of the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru, was transmitted live globally. Activities marking the birthday celebration of the Esama of Benin continues with special cultural carnival expected to commence on Monday. Just like the Olympic Games, which usually attract spectators from different parts of the world, the House of Igbinedion at number 1-13 Okada Avenue, GRA, Benin City, plays host to an array of dignitaries and guests from different countries whenever it is time for the birthday of the Esama of Benin. Some of them came to watch different cultural performances on day 5 of the cultural festival in honor of the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru, as he celebrates his 88th birthday. Members of the diplomatic corps, traditional rulers, political bigwigs, captains of industries, and others had a full dose of entertainment as Ekombi dance from Calabar, Buki dance from Jigawa, Ugoda dance from Gombe, and Bukuma dance from Adamawa states took turn to showcase Nigeria's rich culture. Fisherman dancers from Ekiti State, through amazing dance performance, literally displayed the joy of a fisherman whose fishing outing was fruitful. Dignitaries who were ecstatic at their diverse culture on display said they were well entertained.
Here we have seen different kinds of cultures being displayed by various groups in various parts of the country. And this is the kind of thing that we want.
We came today to celebrate with our father, and I'm enjoying the cultural that is going on. I think it's a good thing to enjoy this and to celebrate this with him.
I wish the Esama of Benin long life and prosperity.
One of the sons of the Esama, Mr. Peter Igbinedion, appreciated those who came to celebrate with his father.
On behalf of my father, the great Esama of Benin Kingdom, Chief Dr. Sir Gabriel Osawaru Igbinedion, I would like to thank all of you this evening for spending the evening with our family and especially with my father on his 88th birthday.
In an interview, the chief celebrant and Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru said it was an exciting moment of rich cultural display.
I'm very grateful. There are more tomorrow. There are more to come. I'm so happy of bagging. I got more than bagging for. Which I'm very glory to be.
Staff of the Nigerian Night Post also performed at the occasion.
It was a festival of music as dance troops from different parts of the country tried out to stage an unprecedented performance in honor of the Esama of Benin, His Excellency, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru celebrates his 88th birthday. Aheri dancers from Kaduna State set the ball rolling at the maiden edition of the cultural carnival in honor of the Esama of Benin. Next, we had beautiful Ori dancers from Yobe State who entertained the celebrants as spectators, who includes the heir apparent to the Canadian dynasty, former governor of Edo State, Excellency Lucky Musaka Igbenedion. Waja dancers from Zamfara State, who were mainly able-bodied men, displayed youthful vigor, zest, and energy in their performance. The Eastern dancers, known as the Lady Dance Group from Ebonyi State, brought the rich culture of the people-speaking people to bear at the ceremony. The special Asharawa cultural dance troops from Plateau State also ensured there was no dull moment at the first kind cultural festival and of the Esama. And celebrant, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru visibly impressed by the performance, expressed joy at the quality of entertainment provided by the troops.
To herald the 88th birthday anniversary, just like His Excellency said a while ago, the detail is 11.
Akuto dance from Osun State rounded off the dances for the day. The remark, the heir apparent of the Canadian dynasty, the former governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Musaka Igbenedion, while appreciating the guest application said, the month of September will henceforth be known as the month of Yesa he has made because of his great contributions to societal growth.
From henceforth, the month of September will now be known as Igbenedion month. Not too long ago, we used to celebrate on the 11th of September. For the past 40 or 40 something years, but now we celebrate the whole month of September. Father, who deserves all the accolades, all the recognition. Because he's a man that believes in culture and a man that uplifts people. He is a cultural ambassador. So we must continue to celebrate him and thank him for bringing the possibility to watch. Because this is free. Normally, if you go to the National Theatre, you have to pay.
Some guests said they were well entertained, which there is many more years in San.
So we have heavily entertained. Heavily entertained. And I think we are going to enjoy throughout the whole of month as it's known as Esama month.
It was a nice outing. I think there is no better way to promote culture than to aggregate what we just had this evening. Lovely dance steps, beautiful costumes, showcasing the rich cultural heritage of the African man.
We are grateful to God that Esama has made it possible for us to see the culture of different parts of the country.
It's a big thank you to Esama for making us see what we would have paid hundreds of thousands outside Benin to see.
Here today,
Esama is number one.
Tomorrow, I beg your pardon, by
and he has shown it.
This
you see the whole state in Nigeria,
and I can tell you, it's going to get bigger, it's going to get higher, it's going to get more interesting. Thank you so very much, and God bless you for the cultural
an exemplary leader.
In a goodwill message before declaring the birthday lecture open, the Deputy Chancellor, Igbenedion University Okada, and former Governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Igbenedion, said the university has carved a niche for itself among private universities in Nigeria.
Igbenedion University Okada marked its 23rd year of existence in May of this year. Its establishment is the product of our founder's dream to bequeath to future generations of Nigerians education of international standards where academic calendar is faithfully run without interruption. It is significant to his dream has come not only to be realized, but also that the university has carved a niche for itself as a center of academic excellence.
The Pro-Chancellor, Professor Sheikh Ahmed Abdullah, represented by the Deputy Pro-Chancellor, Professor Abiodun Ilesomi, said the Chancellor is unique in many ways. Welcoming guests, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Lawrence Ezemoye, said the annual birthday lecture is aimed at acknowledging a great man whose vision bettered the pioneer private university in Nigeria.
There are many things to believe about His Excellency, Scientific Dr. Gabriel Osawaru, his extraordinary vision and unquenchable task to be the first in all good things and everything.
The annual celebration of Honorary Chancellor's birthday with a lecture such as this is aimed at acknowledging a great mind whose great vision bettered the premier private university in Nigeria. It is also to provide a platform, a very careful one at that, through which strategic and policy issues germane to national development will expand, discuss, x-ray, as it was stated in the title.
The guest lecturer, Ambassador Samson Itegboje, called for more private sector initiatives like the Esama of Benin to advance the country economically.
Chief Igbenedion is a colossus, he's an icon, he's a man of many parts, an industrialist, someone who history will be very, very kind to. He has helped the private sector, he has helped the needy. We cannot celebrate him enough, and I want to use this opportunity on behalf of my minister to wish him happy 88th birthday celebration.
There was presentation of plaque to the guest lecturer by the Deputy Chancellor. Ambassador Itegboje had earlier paid a courtesy visit to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ezemoye.
As before guests started arriving at the house of Igbenedion number 1 to 13, Okada Avenue, GRA, Benin City, the venue of the early morning prayer service was already well decorated to befit the high class of personalities that were invited to grace the ceremony, one after the other. The guests started arriving as the main venue, including overflow, was later filled to capacity owing to the high number of guests that came to celebrate with the Esama. There was a standing ovation when the celebrant and Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru Igbenedion, in company with his wife, Lady Cherry Igbenedion, arrived at the venue. Another special moment was when the Ooni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi Ojaja II, arrived with a retinue of palace functionaries. Every available space in and around the residence of the Esama became a parking lot for exotic vehicles. Security men from various agencies manned strategic places to ensure maximum security, while the beautifully dressed ushers went about their assigned duties. Some guests, while wishing the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawaru Igbenedion, more healthy years, said the Esama, as a detribalized Nigerian who has impacted humanity, is worth celebrating.
I feel quite overwhelmed, and this has been an astounding occasion that I feel very humbled to have been invited to, thanks to the House of Igbenedion. He's celebrating his 88th, and this is a magical. He has a vision not only benefiting, of course, the immediate surroundings and his family, but also the community in which he lives, as well as Nigeria.
Esama is a very unique man. He's fulfilling his destiny. I can only wish him many, many more years.
We are praying for his more celebration, good health, standing, so that by God's grace, we will be celebrating like this in 100 years' time.
Esama will be 100, Esama will be 150. And because Jesus lives, we that have come to celebrate Esama will always be around to celebrate him. Congratulations, Baba, El Phenomenon, the greatest.
In an interview, the heir apparent of the Igbinedion dynasty and former governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Igbinedion, said the array of dignitaries that graced the occasion is a reflection of the lovable personality of his father.
See the array of personalities that came to grace the occasion, from the diplomatic corps, the traditional rulers, the reverend fathers, pastors. It just goes to show the type of person he is. It's a man that gathers people together, a man with a large heart, a man that always has his doors open and always willing to support the downtrodden.
The ceremony was well attended.